would seem. He's a long way out. Sends it short for his Jake Dillon. That could work out fine. Thank you very much. Jake Dillon gives the thumbs up to Maurice Shanahan. Good thinking.
Yeah, it was great thinking from Morris there and put the ball across to Jake. Lovely first touch into the hand, but again it just shows that Dublin have dropped off the pace that little bit.
Colin Keeney is coming out around the middle of the field to try and gather possession. He was pulled back by Shane Fives, so free for Dublin.
And already Peter Kelly.
Paul Ryan scored 3 times in the first half, all of them from frees. His first is Jake Dillon. Not a bad ball at all. Nice little stick work again here from Shane Bennett. He's taken down, and that is a free in. But look at the cleverness of Shane Bennett, because he flicked it away from the challenge initially, then was tripped. Very good play by the young teenager.
He did, and just off shot as well. Before the ball came across, he drifted onto the defender's shoulder, Chris Cummey, so Chris couldn't see him. So when the ball came, he read it an awful lot faster, got his body in the way, and you know, was tripped. And
going for his 11th point of the match. That's done and dusted. Contender, serious contender for man of the match. Not just scoring the goal, but the hooking. That's so much part of this game.
It is, and the best compliment I give him to JJ Delaney, like the way he came in there and never gave up the lost cause, got right in. It was a great hook.
Takes the sideline cut. Still could work out all right. As the ball is curling and curling between the posts. It's Austin Gleeson's 3rd point of the game.
Yeah, he's a man fueled with huge confidence now, you know, wins the ball, looks up, and we're talking about shots off the back foot, but Austin Gleeson has all the skills in his locker. A great score. Waterford, huge momentum now.
Jamie Barron goes across to gather this. Sends it up towards big Maurice Shanahan. Paul Schutte is there again, anticipating it. Giving it to his clubmate from Coola, Keane O'Callaghan, so there's good understanding between the two Coola boys. As Dublin build again. Chasing this. Peter Kelly. Colin Keeney gets involved. Lays it back for his Joey Boland. Little jink away from Kevin Moran. Trying to search out Rhino Dwyer. Tied to Burka with him. So too is Barry Coughlin. Ball is sent across. There's a chance here, perhaps a shot. Oh, has it gone in? Yes, it is. Stephen O'Keefe will be heartbroken because it looked like he made a magnificent save. But Mark Schutte has hit a rasper. Just watch this again.
Yeah, Schutte got himself ahead of his man and just fired it in. Stephen O'Keefe is really, really unlucky now that he didn't save that. An unbelievable effort to get there, but that's exactly what Dublin needed now, you know, and Mark Schutte stands up and puts it in just off the side of the hurley. It's agonising as a goalie as you look out the corner of your eye and see it just go under the roof of the, just go under the crossbar, you know. But again, now it's a great chance for Dublin, you know. They've gotten an opportunity now to get back into this game, and there's only
to the middle of the field has paid dividends as well for Dublin. Rhino Dwyer, a nice little bit of skill, but he wasn't fooling this man. Philip Mahoney sent it straight down the field again. In towards Michael Brigg-Walsh. 3 Dublin players around him. He has to come back outside. Where's Maurice Shanahan? He floats it high, but he sent it to the right and wide.
As soon as you push us back, you know, and that kind of response is what Ger Cunningham will be looking from his team. They've shown great character now to get back into this game. The question is now, of course, can they kick on?
Ger Cunningham, manager of this Dublin team, won 3 All-Irelands himself, 3 National Leagues, 4 All-Stars, and a Hurler of the Year back in 1986. What a sideline cut. Oh, what a score. Worth the entry fee to Semple Stadium to watch that. Michael Brigg-Walsh laying it back for his Kevin Moran. Sending this in. Dangerous enough ball, and it's gone out over the end line and wide. Well, what a buzz around Semple Stadium. And what a sideline cut. Just watch this again. Literally way out the field and sent straight over the bar.
Unbelievable skill, a great score.
Dublin have the possession. Danny Sutcliffe. David O'Callaghan getting inside the cover. He's well capable of putting this between the posts. It's his third point of the match.
Again, you know, it just goes to show, like, you know, that's not the biggest player in the world, but he ran straight at Shane Fives there, went around him and took a great score. Dublin need an awful lot more of that direct style of running if they're to take on this Waterford defence and try to get a further foothold in the game.
Long puck out indeed from Stephen O'Keefe. Gathered here by Paul Schutte. Calling for it in the middle. And getting it. It's Joey Boland and Conal Keeney. Keeney drives it down the middle. Getting a touch, but unable to keep it in. Boland trying to prevent the Waterford attack from developing. There's a chance here for this man. Patrick Curran taken down. Just to the right.
And so now Morris has an easy opportunity.
This for his 12th point of the game. Straight between the... Is given a free out.
Yes, the way the modern game has gone. When a forward goes in there and there's no supporting runner, because Shooty was kind of holding on to Barry Coughlin's hurley. If there's no supporting runner coming quickly, the referee is going to automatically give a free out. But again, though, a little warning signal for Waterford full back line. Mark Shooty, any high ball goes in there, he's a serious threat.
Some statistical information for you. Frees conceded in their own half. Dublin leading that particular tally. Ball is dropping in. There's a chance of another goal. Oh, he can't just get a touch. It was Shane Bennett again. Cian O'Callaghan is there for Dublin. Out for Johnny McCaffrey. As Dublin again have to resort to backtracking like David Dotsy O'Callaghan into his own half backline to try and gather possession. Over this side, it's Cian Boland. This is another good young hurler coming up in Dublin. He's taken out of it, and that's a free in for Dublin.
And just completely fresh air kick. But after that, the key thing for Dublin was they moved the ball up the pitch and, you know, got one of their players into a position where he was going to be able to, Cian Boland, attack the Waterford defence. And, you know, it only goes to show that if Dublin use this ball smartly around the pitch, they can get at Waterford.
As a result of that foul on Cian Boland, Paul Ryan scores his 5th point of the match. Nothing between the teams that is unmanageable from a Dublin perspective. 4 points. Dublin are going to introduce another substitute. David Tracy is coming on. And it looks like Paul Ryan is the one that's making way. It is Paul Ryan. Confirmation of a yellow card for Austin Gleeson. Good fielding around the square for Waterford as they relieve the pressure. Liam Rush battling with Shane Bennett. That's going to be a free for Dublin.
I think the introduction to of David Tracy there is a very, very good move. You know, he's a great stick man and a player to have a great lot of time for.
Waterford have it again, at least momentarily they had it. Stephen Daniels is the Waterford player on his knees there, but he helps to get the slither out. It's 2 against 2 now. Paul Schutte chasing after this with Patrick Curran. Maurice Shanahan arrives to pose problems for Cian O'Callaghan. Curran is the 25 looking for it. Still Maurice Shanahan, nobody running through the middle. With the result, a sideline ball for Waterford.
Again.
Question is, can he do it again? It's Austin Gleeson from the Mount Sion Club, a club that's produced wonderful players in the past like Ken McGrath. This one is going just to the left. As far as Philip Mahoney. Sending it straight down the middle towards Jake Dillon. Running on, nice pass in for Shane Bennett. What's he going to do? He's going to lay it off. There's Maurice Shanahan. Here's a goal. Game over. Waterford are in the All-Ireland semi-final 2015. What an absolute cracker.
It was a classic counter-attack there. Bennett got inside and gave it to Morris. There was never going to be any doubt once Morris got that ball in his hand. Great movement of the ball up the pitch by Waterford, and a fantastic finish from Morris.
2:21 to 1:17. The clock on the top of your screen says 66 minutes, 4 minutes or thereabouts before there'll be a massive roar. Surely Waterford can hold on. 7 points between the teams. Ball into the centre. Chris Crummy arrived. Coming away is Danny Sutcliffe. Dublin have to respond quickly and efficiently. Eamon Dillon coming forward. Waterford defensively strong. Plenty of players there. One of them happens to be the captain, Kevin Moore, who's played everywhere in his career, I think, for Waterford, bar goalkeeper. Johnny McCaffrey laying it back. Farrell's Niall McMurrough and David Tracy. Stalemate in the middle of the field, and Waterford have it again. And it's that man with the great engine, Jamie Barrett. Chasing after him on this occasion is David Tracy. Another one of the cooler boys. Dropping this in. There was clearly a call, a great call indeed. Sending it out into the space as Waterford counter-attack once more. Maurice Shanahan sending it along the surface. Getting there first is Liam Rush. His effort is blocked. It comes to Shane Bennett, and the referee is going to whistle for the foul on Liam Rush.
Yeah, Liam Rush was just pulled back there, so the advantage rule meant that he was going to get a little bit of time to see what he'd do. He's just both getting to know Maurice Shanahan here again now. Johnny Ryan is going to have to come in. He's booked Maurice Shanahan, obviously, for holding on to Liam Rush. Wouldn't let him play the free quickly.
Silly yellow card to get as they make changes, Waterford. Jake Dillon is going off, and coming on is Tom Devine, who can play midfield or indeed in the full forward line if required. Liam Rush dropping this in. They need goals and they need them quickly. Here's a chance. Waterford under pressure. Stephen Daniels is again blocking the ball. He's down on his knees in the middle of that melee. And Chris Crummy. Johnny Ryan does his own trick with that throw ball. And there's another melee developing. David Tracy gets away from that scramble and scores his first point in this match since being introduced. 2:21 to 1:18 now. 6 points between the teams. Dublin still chasing. Ball just won't come up for Danny Sutcliffe. Needs a little bit of help. Joey Boland is there. And again, Waterford chase that 50-50 ball. Dotsy O'Callaghan not giving up. Still Dotsy. Going from second into third gear. He's still going. What a run! And he's brought down. What a scintillating run by David Dotsy O'Callaghan, who has shown tremendous belief and spirit and passion for his county.
He has. He really ran the gauntlet there. A small man with a huge heart. You know, just see the desire there. That's a guy who's trained, made sacrifices all year, who's decided, I'm not going to give this thing up until I'm sitting back in the dressing room after the game. A great run by Dotsy there.
Well, there has to be a goal to have any chance of whatever time Johnny Ryan adds on. 7 Waterford men on the line. David Tracy with 24 in his back. Stephen O'Keefe has his defenders all well marshalled. Everybody outside the 20-metre line. Here he comes. Sends it in low, and it's deflected out by Austin Gleeson. Not alone a scorer of 4 points, including a magnificent sideline cut, and also deflecting this out for a 65.
Yeah, David Tracy standing foot just went slightly wondering, but a good save by Austin Gleeson. But again, the whole of Waterford now are back inside, obviously their own half of the field there, you know, to try to eat down the clock.
Waterford introduce Eddie Barrett, and he's coming on. So too is Stephen Bennett. This stage, it's all hands on deck, but it looks like Waterford are going to hold on to this lead as this is dropped over the crossbar by David Tracy, scoring his second point.
And yeah, just with the 1 minute of added time there, Derek McGrath will be very happy here. There's a bit of an off the ball. Liam Rush there is down there with Maurice Shanahan. Maurice is on the ground. I think Liam Rush is going to be in trouble here. There's no doubt about that. I'd be very, very surprised if Liam Rush doesn't see a straight red on this one.
Well, this is unsavoury, unnecessary, and the row continues after a very sporting encounter. Absolutely disgraceful to have this at the very end of a sporting quarter-final. But as Brendan said, no doubt Liam Rush is in trouble here. Once the referee, Johnny Ryan, cools matters down with the help of his linesman, James McGrath from Westmeath, and Alan Kelly from Galway. And you can see Alan Kelly and James McGrath is isolating Liam Rush. It's a straight red card, no question.
Yeah, it's just absolute frustration, in fairness to Liam Rush. I think Darren McGrath will be slightly concerned. I don't think there's many of the Waterford players who struck out with the hurley there, but to be fair to Liam Rush, you know, he's had a good game today. It's just disappointing for him that his championship ends on this note.
Well, you can see the striking action, totally unacceptable. And no matter what was going on, you can't have that. And Liam Rush rightly sent off on a straight red card. 5 points between the teams. Dublin 119, Waterford 221, and Waterford, the league champions, the Allianz League champions, are back in the All-Ireland final for the first time since